Hello, everyone. Welcome to July, the month of July, and welcome to a winning Wednesday. I'm always excited when I think about being here with you guys Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm excited, and I know we all are because this is one of the best places to be to serve humanity, especially children, young people who are the builders of every society. This is very, very important. Thank you guys so much for really taking your time to be here. You could have been somewhere else doing something for yourself or your family, but you chose to be here. That means you are helping these children. You place emphasis on what we should be doing, what we can do to these children and women. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, sister, always for what you're doing on here and off the stage. I'm really grateful, especially even all the world volunteers that are volunteering in different countries, executing One Global Movement programs. I highly appreciate everyone. So thank you guys so much for being here today. And I'm really happy that we are always reminding ourselves with the vision and mission of One Global Movement. Why? Because we need to hold ourselves accountable so that when we deviate from what we are called to do, and then we'll be rest assured that somebody will say something that will bring us back or call us to place to do what is right. So it's always a beautiful thing every week to be able to do that. So today we are in One Global Movement Revolution Part 348. Purpose driven leadership, inspiring the next wave of change makers. And before we dive into it, I always like to thank our CEO because, we always say here, without him, we would not have known each other. Without him, we will not be here, regardless of what. That alone is the number one important thing because no matter what you do, if you do not have good human relationship, there is nothing that you can do. And he did this, and he did it the ethical way. I've never seen this in the world. And here we are today. And let us continue to apply what he has taught us in our different endeavors, whether it is a clean water supply, whether it is cooking, having a soup kitchen for children, whether it is providing a bag of potatoes to a neighbor, or a kilogram of potatoes, or maybe 2 pounds of potatoes, whatever, water, whatever, or maybe pens and pencils, or maybe planting vegetables and sharing them with your neighbor. But let us do what is necessary because we have it. We have it. We just have to do this thing in such a way that it would take us to the next level, which is the finances that we need so that we can do even more. So thank you guys so much for all of this, and thanks to our CEO, and thanks to the managing director, and everyone, each and every one of you here is playing a vital role together. When we bring all of this together, we will do better for the children. So as usual, uh, before we continue, it's always a good thing in whatever way you can to say a word or two to thank the Almighty God because you woke up today. I woke up today. We are here. There's some people that didn't have the opportunity to wake up, and there are some growling in pain in the hospital or even at home when they don't have the resources to consult a doctor. Think about that. Let us think about that. Some of us are in pain, of course, but we are able to manage that pain and continue. So let us leverage every situation and give thanks to the Almighty God. So, O gracious Creator of all nations, we humbly gather as one, united by purpose and driven by a vision far greater than ourselves. We lift our voices for every child longing for guidance, every young person seeking direction, and every woman rising in courage. Grant them strength to lead, power to dream, and wisdom to build a world rooted in justice, peace, and opportunity. May you ignite in us the fire of purpose driven leadership. Be example to these children that we may not chase titles, but truth. Not just position, but transformation. Not just ambition of, not just ambition, but divine compassion. Anoint this generation and subsequent generation of change makers to walk boldly, to plant seeds of knowledge where there is ignorance, to harvest hope where poverty once ruled, to build bridges of unity across cultures, families, continents, and friendship. Let their voices echo like thunder, shaking the walls of injustice, breaking the chains of hunger, and writing a new story, one of freedom, one of dignity and abundance. O God of renewal, clothe us with the mantle of purpose. Let every leader we raise walk in humility, led by love and grounded in truth, in integrity, regardless. Let every leader we raise walk the way that you created us to walk. Let every woman we empower carry the torch of healing. Let every young soul we reach rise as a messenger of change. We declare that no gift is too small, whether it's a word or two, a hug, or a good morning. No heart is too young to dream big. No dream is too distant, like we are doing here from different parts of the world. When it is aligned with your divine mission, oh Lord, for the world, let it thrive. Breathe upon one global movement, expand our reach, deepen our impact, and let our purpose be your glory. In hope, unity, and courage, we present this to you. Lead, guide, protect, and usher these children, women, and young people into your own greatness. Thank you, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Very powerful, sister. Thank you very much. And
Yes.
so, as always on Wednesdays, we also want to add our vision and mission statement so that we can remind not just ourselves, but anyone who comes with us to know what we're all about and why this is so important. So, the vision and mission statement of One Global Movement, which we shorten to OGM. One Global Movement will support any organization, group, or individual that aligns with its own global vision and mission, which is as follows. The mission of One Global Movement is to empower young people, children, and women worldwide with a focus on the young women, providing them with tools and sustainable solutions that will help them eradicate hunger, illiteracy, and poverty, to build generational wealth while living a life of leadership and purpose. We believe that every child deserves access to nutritious food, quality education, and opportunities to thrive. Through global collaborative efforts, innovative programs, and community engagement programs, we strive to break the cycle of hunger, illiteracy, poverty, and build a future where every child can build on their own hopes and dreams while reaching their full potential. So, together, through divine intervention, through love and clean and safe and valuable technology, we can create such a world where no child goes to bed hungry, no child is denied an education, and no child is limited to poverty or to any condition that is not of their own making. It is possible. Our gratitude and tribute always goes to our CEO for bringing this world family together for the purpose of providing solutions to all sectors of the global economy, beginning with our children. We thank him and his well chosen building teams. We love you all and wish you eventual success. That is the mission, vision, statement of One Global Movement.
Thank you.
And now we get to do the topic for the day.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah, so
it's a very beautiful topic. I'm telling you.
it
Power.
is another beautiful one. And I'll just go over it. Purpose driven leadership, inspiring the next wave of change making. Leadership should be written on our skulls everywhere because, I mean, leadership is how we run our lives, right? It's nobody's supposed to run your life for you. You're supposed to lead it with the help of the Almighty, the Creator. Anyways, so what is a purpose driven life? Or what is purposeful leadership? Purposeful leadership isn't just a buzzword, it's about leading with a crystal clear vision. It's defining your organization's mission, as we just did just now with our OGM,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
It's about your goals and values, and then inspiring everyone to work towards that shared purpose. Purposeful leaders are decisive, they're strategic about their alliances, and they understand that empowering people is the key to success. So let me open with this quote. It says, "A small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." And this quote is from Margaret Mead, and she was an American cultural anthropologist and author. And let me tell you a quick story. In 2004, a young man in his 20s named Blake Mycoskie
Mm-hmm.
traveled to Argentina. He noticed many children walking barefoot because they couldn't afford shoes. Not just because they were playing in the park, but they couldn't afford shoes. So
Mm-hmm.
instead of donating a few pairs, he asked himself, what can I build that will last? That purpose driven question birthed Tom's Shoes, capital TOMS. It's a company that gives a pair of shoes to a child in need for every pair that's sold by the company. And this is still going strong today. They've added more products, but the mission and vision that they have is still the same, supporting the world in need. This isn't just entrepreneurship, it's purpose driven leadership. Blake didn't just launch a product, he sparked a movement. And so, as always, I divide these topics into parts. So, part one, I'm defining purpose driven leadership. And what is purpose driven leadership? It's leadership that's rooted in deep, meaningful why, not
Mm-hmm.
just profits, positions, or prestige, but contribution, impact, and legacy. The key traits of this kind of leadership is purpose over popularity, service over self, and vision over validation. It doesn't care who follows you.
Mm-hmm.
You know that you're driven by this call. And while traditional leadership asks, how do I climb the ladder? Purpose driven leadership asks, who can I lift as I climb?
Mm-hmm.
This is the question that is
Yes.
asked, right?
Yep.
And part two says why it matters and why it matters now. We live in a world facing global challenges from every corner you can look: climate change, inequality, mental health crises, and tech ethics, and wars, and rumors of war, as the Bible says. Gen Z and millennials, the next wave, don't just want careers, they want causes. They're asking, am I making a difference? Does my work reflect my values? Who benefits from what I'm building? Example: Patagonia's founder, Yvonne Chouinard, gave away the entire company to fight climate change.
Mm-hmm.
That bold move inspired a generation. Why? Because it aligned with purpose. And then part three, I call these the three C's of the purpose living leadership. And it's let's anchor this with the word call, CALL. Clarity of purpose. You can't lead others if you don't know what you stand for.
Mm-hmm.
So you ask, what breaks my heart? What lights me up? Example, Malala Yousafzai. Couldn't do this without her, of course. This
Yes.
talk would not be done without her. She says, every girl deserves an education. That clarity propelled her from survivor to Nobel Prize winner, and she's still going strong. We know this. And
Mm-hmm.
then the A in the word call stands for authenticity. People don't follow titles, they follow truth. Be
Mm-hmm.
real about the struggles, the doubts, and the growth. Example, Jacinda Ardern, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand, she led with empathy, even during a terror attack. Her leadership was human, not rehearsed, and it connected globally. And then one of the L's is legacy mindset. Think beyond yourself. Purpose driven leaders build for generations, not just the first quarter or the second quarter profits. Example, former Prime Minister or President Nelson Mandela, he spent 27 years in prison. But his vision wasn't just about freedom for himself, it was about the legacy of a united South Africa. Right? All right. And the other L is leverage your influence for impact. Use your position to amplify the voices of others. Example, NBA star LeBron James opened a public school for at-risk youth in his hometown. So
Yes.
influence became infrastructure. And part four, inspiring the next waves. How do we raise new change makers? We model it. We must. Always it comes back to us.
Yep.
Walk your why. Young people don't need perfect leaders. They need visible ones. Show how you align your values with your work. Mentor them. Ask young people, what problem do you want to solve? Create space for experimentation and learning. Magnify their voices. Platforms matter. Give them one, like this one here at OGM. Let them lead projects. Fund their ideas. Invite them to the table. Example, Greta Thunberg didn't wait for permission. She led school strikes for climate change. But adults who listened and elevated her voice made the global impact possible. So it's collaborative. Again, that word. So your purpose is a torch. You don't need to be famous to lead with purpose. If you are a teacher who believes in every student, you're a change maker. If you're a parent raising compassionate children, you're a leader. If you're building a business that serves people and not just profits, you're changing culture. Your purpose is a torch. When you light it, others will see the way. And when you pass it on by mentoring, modeling, and magnifying, you ignite a chain reaction of change. So, call to action. Call to action. I always like to lead with that. Lead not just with vision, but with your values. Don't just build success, build significance. And here's the challenge. Before this week is over, find one young person or peer and ask them, what's your purpose? How can I support it? And that's how we inspire the next wave. One connection, one cause, one courageous act at a time. Thank you, sister.
Thank you so much. Find one young person and ask them, what is your purpose and how
can
can
I
I
support
support
you?
it? That is so paramount, and that is that is so touching and heartwarming, and I really love that because that is all what purpose driven leadership is all about.
Exactly.
And nobody is going to come to you to say things because of the way the world is.
Exactly.
Kids have lost trust in
Yes.
us, and therefore we need to take the first step
Yes.
and do something. Let them know it. If they don't accept it today, they don't even want to speak today, just keep going from time to time and
Yes.
mind your language, your tone of voice, and your countenance, and the way you carry yourself, even the way you dress up. And
Everything.
eventually, something will tell them that this is authentic. I need to speak.
Mhm.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for
Thank
treating
you,
this
sister.
the way you
Thank
treated it.
you.
That really, I'm so proud. Influence become infrastructure. That is
Yes.
very, very important.
Yes.
LeBron James and a lot of
Yes.
others. A lot of others.
Sister, one of the things that we have to always remember is that we must be the originals, the models. So many children or young people are disenchanted because they see the disconnect between what adults say and do. At home, you might be saying, oh, you lament the situation of the world, but then all you care about is money or things. You know what I mean? So you
Mhm.
don't have a connection there. And children are watching what we do more than what we say.
Yep,
We have to remember that,
yep,
right?
certainly. And just so we know, we are born with feelings. When you're
Yeah.
saying something, you're doing something, and you think you're just faking, you're just trying to fill the air or to fill the empty space, but you're not being authentic, the children will know. Just
Yes.
we give the example of a newborn baby that
Yeah.
uh, you latch the baby onto the breast of the mother to feed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
the baby, for some reason, mistakenly bite the nipple. What does the mother do? Sometimes go like this, and the baby go like this. Or if you're angry, the baby knows,
Yes,
because
they
when you
do.
don't smile, when you smile, they smile. When you don't smile, they already know that you are angry, and they
They
too
do.
see
They
their face. Jesus, it's so important. So the month of July is a very beautiful month. Welcome to the month of July, and this month ties with everything that we are doing here in One Global Movement: freedom
Yes.
and independence. Freedom and independence,
Yes.
liberation and self-expression. One global movement connection connect July by because it symbolizes the global heartbeat of freedom for women, children, and young people, echoing the cry for autonomy, justice, and human dignity. This is
Yes.
very, very important. We this one is just like a reminder, but it has to be an everyday thing. It's not just
Mm-hmm.
July, the month of July, or one day and that is it. It also signifies growth and abundance. Remember, this
Yes.
is the season of planting, and One Global Movement has planted quite a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and it it is coming in abundance. So
Yes.
why is the heart of July the heart of summer in the northern hemisphere? Gardens are flourishing, and energy is so high. My energy is very high now. Okay,
Yeah, I
and
can tell.
a spiritual message. What was planted in spring now shows signs of fruit.
Yes.
Light calls us to nurture dreams and prepare for harvest, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And why
Yeah.
am I even saying this? Because we are talking about purpose-driven leadership. All of these, if you do not plant, you have to be able to find a purpose. What can I do to eradicate hunger? What can I
Yes.
do? What can I do? Can you volunteer? Can you plant something? Can you take a group of young people and go to the garden and teach them? Or can you just teach online like we are doing here? This is
Mm-hmm.
very, very important. And it also a month of passion and power, vitality, strength, and courage. July is ruled by Cancer and later Leo, zodiac signs of emotional depth and fiery leadership. Fiery
Wow.
leadership, very, very important, and we need to take note of these things so that we teach ourselves, we remind ourselves and our children. And then sacred, SACRED, sacred feminine, feminine and nurturing. Women take
Mm.
note of this, and motherhood care, emotional healing. Why? Cancer governs the first half of July, a sign tied to home, family,
Mm.
and maternal strength.
Oh, okay.
So, one global movement inside July calls for the rise of women as nurturers, defenders, and visionaries, because you are by nature. and
Mm-hmm.
and you should take that because that's your birthright, and do something in order to help other people to see the purpose in their leadership. Because some people just lead not because, like you said, you're not leading to be seen. You're not leading to have a title. You're not leading because you want people to know that you know. No, you're leading because you found a purpose to lead for. That is
Mm-hmm.
the most important thing. And I went further to talk about ruby, the birthstone. Ruby, and it's
Yes.
also written in the Bible. It
Mm-hmm.
symbolizes love, passion, and protection. Why ruby? Ruby has long symbolized power, courage, and divine love. We have
Amen.
ruby in the Bible. Spiritual meaning. July invites hearts to burn brightly with purpose,
It
with
does.
purpose, purpose driven leadership, compassion, empathy, and bold faith to say,
Yes.
I will do this. This is what I was called to do. And if
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it's not going the wrong way, I will step back to really find out what is my purpose.
Yes.
Am I living the purpose? This is very, very important. And so, purpose driven leadership, inspiring the next wave of change makers, is very, very important. And I'm so happy the way that you talk about this. You tie it with every aspect of the economy, and you
Yes.
bring leaders, young and older, that are doing it, that have surrendered, giving up something in order to do something.
Yes.
Imagine changing the environment to be healthy, because if your environment is not healthy, you cannot be healthy as well.
Yes.
Imagine seeking an education, Malala.
Yes.
Imagine uh, accepting to be in prison for 27 years to
Yes.
liberate your people.
Yes.
Imagine being shot because you are seeking for freedom, equality, and justice, like what is Captain Martin Luther King Jr. Imagine
Yes.
those things, and we all need to. We have that in us. It's our
Mhm.
birthright.
It
Do
is.
what you know is the truth. Do what you know that is clean and safe for the children.
Yes.
Do what you
Yes.
know that is going to help these children, because that is purpose driven leadership. So, in the heart of every child, we must know. In the dreams of every woman, we must know, also know. And in the bold ideas of every young person, which we must embrace every day, lies a spark of transformation.
True.
At One Global Movement, we believe that when leadership is rooted in purpose, we always believe that, and we talk about it all the time.
All the
Not
time.
ego, like you said, not ego, not position, not popularity. It awakens the world to possibility.
Yes.
Possibility, in fact.
Yes.
You know, purpose
Yes.
driven leadership is not merely a skill. No, it's not. It is
No.
a call to serve, to serve, a responsibility to uplift, and a movement to build a better tomorrow. you know
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
I do love the way that I'm just repeating this thing, because you already talk about all of this. I'm
Yes.
repeating them
Yes.
in my own way. So when
Yes. Yes.
leadership is united by purpose, even the smallest hands, the tiny baby that you're carrying,
Yes.
can sow the seeds of global change. Imagine a baby telling you that I'm hungry. That is a baby that will be able to take care of other people's stomachs, and psychological health in the future. That's why the baby
Mm-hmm.
tells you, I am hungry, I'm crying, I'm hungry, or I'm wet, I need you to change me. It starts right there. That shows that that baby was born in it with all of those things, and it therefore rests upon you and I, our shoulders, to make sure that we keep nurturing this in that child as they grow, right?
Yes. Yes.
So,
It is.
in a world plagued by hunger,
Ah,
illiteracy, poverty, and wars, senseless wars, discrimination, lies, the answer is not in waiting for heroes,
no.
but in becoming them, become the heroes. Purpose driven
Exactly.
leadership empowers us to do just that. Become a hero in what you're
Yes.
doing with your purpose, to lead
Right.
with purpose. We are not asking our future leaders to be perfect, because there's no perfection in this life.
No. It's not.
I
No.
often hear people say, I'm perfect. No,
No.
the
No.
only perfectionist is God, and
That's right.
nobody else. That's why we are giving second chances. We are inviting children to be an ambassadors, not just all children, young people, and One Global Movement ambassadors, to be
Mm-hmm.
passionate, to be principled and purposeful. Whether they
Mm-hmm.
are 8 years old, they are 5 years old, they are 3 years
Yeah.
old, or they are 26 years old, their voices matter. It matters.
It does.
July is a month of expression, but we have to express. Remember, the scripture says it. Speak for those who cannot speak for themselves.
Amen. Yes.
Advocate for those who cannot advocate for themselves. The downtrodden, the oppressed
Yes.
of the earth. And we know that children, young people, and women are so oppressed. So let us speak for them. Become this hero. Purpose driven leadership empowers us to do just that and nothing else. We are not asking our future leaders to be perfect. No, because I am not perfect myself. I
No.
make
No.
mistakes. We are inviting them to be passionate, principled, and purposeful, whether they are young, old, tall, short, slender, whatever. It does not matter. Children are not just the leaders of tomorrow. No, they're not just the leaders of tomorrow. They are the hope of today, at this moment that we are speaking, right now.
Yes.
By
Yes.
nurturing their imagination and giving them tools to dream big, we ignite force more powerful than any obstacle they may face. Let us
True.
equip them. And we are listening to them, giving them the time and space without interrupting, not getting into your young daughter or young son's door, and you just prop, you open because you think that you're paying rent. You knock because what you're doing is you're teaching them purpose-driven leadership.
Amen.
So
Yes.
let's teach them that growing a garden is not about vegetables, not just about vegetables. It is about a vision. You're growing a vision. Every seed planted becomes a metaphor for leadership. It requires
Yes.
patience, it
Mm-hmm.
requires care, and
Mm-hmm.
believe in something greater. And this is exactly the characteristics of purpose driven leadership. And
Yeah.
when we talk about growing a garden, like we always say, you're not just only your voice, you're planting a seed with your voice. You're writing, you're planting a seed with your writing.
Yes.
You are offering something. You are standing there for a child that is being bullied. You are planting a seed. We're not looking up there. Those things are around us, and we were born with those things. We just need to find that purpose and keep doing those things and applying all of these characteristics. So it's so important. Every seed planted becomes a metaphor, and a metaphor, when you unravel it, it brings in every aspect of the society, of the economy, the children, which are the things that we've been called to do. So leadership begins when a child believes that even their smallest, tiniest act can feed the world. This is
Mm-hmm.
very, very important. We encourage children to take part in community gardening. You're not just gardening, like physical gardening. Literacy, we also invite them to take part in literacy circles. You can come and say, I want this book. Bring a book and say, I would really like us to read this book here in One Global Movement, right here on the stage. Those are the kind of things that we're talking about. Kindness clubs. Form a kindness club to just go there and show kindness. And then acts of service, volunteerism that connect children to the needs of others. So that when crazy leaders or whatever say, oh, go do this, and they realize that this is not what their purpose is, they said, no, I am going to do this because this is the right thing to do. So with every story read, every hand extended, and every seed sown, children begin to understand that purpose is a powerful kind of magic. It's so
Yes.
powerful. It,
It is.
I see you guys are so happy here doing what you do here in One Global Movement because you know, and you know right
I
deep
do.
down in you that you
Yes.
are a purpose driven leader. That is
I
why you are
am.
happy doing what you're doing.
Yep.
Otherwise, there will be no need. Like even me, sometimes I'm so exhausted, but then when I think about what I'm going to do, all of a sudden I am filled with energy, and I know that
Yes.
you are doing that.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
empowering young
Yeah.
people. We can't talk about women, children without talking about young people. These three are tied together.
They are absolutely.
Empowering young people to rise as trailblazers, not just rising, not just resilience bouncing back. No, you exceed and to thrive. So young people today are facing an overwhelming world, one
Yes.
filled with uncertainty,
Yeah.
injustice, and distractions. Yet within them lies boldness. The boldness that comes with humility, respect, and integrity. It, they have creativity within them and resilience that no generation before them has ever held in such measure.
True.
And we don't see this thing because we are so busy with our own insecurity. We have to be able to see these things in these children and talk about it and thank them for it and tell them that I'm so proud of you for what you are doing. When you tell things to these children like that, you bring the best out of them. I'm saying this from
Yeah.
example with my son.
Yeah.
A small thing like this, now it magnifies into a lot of other things that he can
Yes.
do, and these children are the same. Just look
Yes.
for something good. Don't look for criticism in a child. What
Right.
can come out of that thing that he does that was not so good? That is what you focus on, and
Exactly.
watch them excel. We do not tell young people what to become. No, no,
No. No.
we help them discover why they were born in the first place, giving them the time, the space, equipping the environment with what they can excel through mentorship, education,
Yes.
entrepreneurship, like we are doing 5 chicks per child in one global movement, or we're soon going to be selling t-shirts or books,
Yes.
entrepreneurship training. Remember, don't go to school because you want to have that certification to show that you're educated. Have you discovered what your purpose is? And if you discover what your purpose is, have you look around your village, your community to see the challenges that they are facing? How can you use your purpose to bring solutions to that village or that community? That is exactly what you go to study, whether it is in a classroom or whether it is entrepreneurship or skills building. All of those things are education. It is so important that we understand that concept. We don't just go to school. You go to school because you've discovered your purpose. When you discover your purpose, now you look around you. What can I bring to the challenges that people are having? What solutions can I bring? Clean, safe, and valuable solutions. And we're praying for all blessed to come someday so that we will use it the right way. So this is
Yes.
very important. And then
Yes.
global dialogue. Reach across after you must have taken care of your environment, your home, your
Yes.
environment. Reach
Yes.
across the Atlantic Ocean. And then
Yes.
we teach youth how to align their unique gifts with social change. This is what One Global Movement is doing. We've established One Global Movement in at least 7 countries. We begin with the number 7 because 7 is God's number. So let us do that. This is very, very important. You know, we teach youth how to align their unique gift with social change. Social change is always going to be there. It's always there. Look at us. Some of us now at our ages, we are catching us up with the new technology. And I'm so proud of myself that I am really doing it with grace and happiness. This is so important. And because things are changing all the time, we are changing. We were babies, we grew, and we are
Mhm.
doing things, isn't it? So
Yes.
encourage children to young people to lead projects. They should look
Yeah.
at something and say, what is this going to do for my community? Or what is
Yes.
this going to do across the Atlantic Ocean for a place that has been so suppressed and oppressed, or a place
Right.
that don't have clean water supply, a place
Yes.
that don't that food growing crop doesn't do well there. Why is it not doing well? Every soil does well, but why is it not doing well? We find out to see what we can do. And so let us encourage them. We launch campaigns. We go out, campaigns to advocate for justice. That is a purpose driven leadership. We want justice for all. People are tired. If you look at what is going on around the world, young people are tired of what is going on. Why can't
Yes.
we just live in peace and love for one another? They will ask. Why can't we do that? You know? And then let us take action in our communities, in our villages. So the future is not built by followers, like you said, not by how many people are following you. It is built by young people who are fearless enough
Yes.
to follow their purpose, not fearless in physical fighting, but fearless
No,
to
no.
say, I can do this. If other people have done it, I too can do it because I was born with greatness and I am going to go out and fail my way to success until I get
Mm-hmm.
it done. So, from
Yes.
coding programs, there are coding programs to food drives, youth led climate action to female literacy advocacy, the purpose-driven youth become the pulse of a better tomorrow. That you feel it like the heartbeat, boom, boom, locked up, like your heart is pumping. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. And they would
Yes.
do it. Elevating women as foundational leaders of purpose is another one.
Amen. Yes.
Elevating women instead of relegating them to the background to say this is where you belong. You belong in the kitchen. You belong.
Mm-hmm.
You are a garden to sow a seed, so you bear those children. No, when you do that, you must have brought your children down, because children listen to their mothers a lot. The first cry they will cry is mama, mama. That
Yeah.
shows that the mother has to lead with purpose. And in order for her to lead with purpose, we must give them the opportunity, expose them to things that they can learn instead of pushing them to the
Yes.
backwaters of life. It is so important. At the core of every healthy village, every healthy society is the strength and wisdom of a woman. We
It
know that.
is.
Even if
Yes.
they don't know how to read and write, but they know how to read and write in that language. They know how to speak. They know how to cook delicious
Yes.
meals. They know
Mm-hmm.
how to bring the family together. They know how to think about what is my household, my children and my husband going to eat today. It is so
Yes.
important. So at the core of every healthy society, regardless, is the strength and wisdom of a woman. And that woman are all the women out here, both young and older. Yet millions of women are still denied an education. I really talk about this with a lot of passion because I was in that place. Thank God for my grandmother who fought tooth and nail, gave away her life to say, you know what? I would rather die than for this child not to be educated. And
Yes.
here I am today interacting with important people that have a good heart all over the world. Isn't that a blessing? That's a
It is.
blessing.
It
Millions
is.
of women are denied an education, access to resources, or recognition of their potential.
Mm-hmm.
Some men will say, "Oh, what do you know?" Just dismissing a woman just like that.
Yeah.
No, that's not the way. One global movement stands in sacred, not secret, in sacred solidarity with every woman whose voice has been silenced, and every mother who dreams of a better life for her children. We
Yes.
empower women to rise with grace, with humility, not just for themselves, but for their families, their communities, their villages, and future generations. We provide tools for financial independence. We are providing those tools here in One Global Movement. Educational support, health advocacy, and purpose driven leadership development. It starts with education. And then,
Amen.
and when you provide five chicks per child, you don't teach the child how to raise those chickens. Then that child will not be able to build generational wealth. If we are
Mm.
here, we don't teach children how to advocate with integrity, humility, and trust. They will not be able to do that. So we are doing that here. Educate one woman, and you light up an entire generation.
Okay. Yes.
Empower, empower. Sorry, my phone, an alarm. Empower her leadership, and
Yes.
you uplift the world. Empower, just empower the leadership. You know, just say, you know what am I going to do to my wife today, or to my daughter today, or to my auntie today, or to my grandmother today, that is going to make them feel empowered. Do it.
Sure.
Do it
Sure.
you yourself. They're just the thought of thinking to go and do that good thing. You
Yes.
yourself, you're already elevated. Your spirit is
Mm-hmm.
already elevated. So when women are given purpose, not just task, they become extraordinary change makers. We have seen women start schools under trees, grow
Mm-hmm.
gardens from nothing, lead
Yep.
villages out of poverty, and mentor young girls to dream without apology. You heard Sister Yvonne when she talked about these women that she mentioned, Malala, and the other women, I've forgotten the name, or who gave
Greta
us.
Thunberg, the
Yes, Greta
climatologist.
Thunberg.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Yes.
go. So when women are given purpose, not just tasks, they become extraordinary change makers. We have seen women all over us Even your mother,
Yep.
your auntie, your sisters, we
Yep.
have seen them. Let us
Yep.
take time to do that. It begins right there. Don't look out there. There is nothing out there that somebody is telling you that oh you are this, you're that, you're recognized here and there. No, there is nothing out there. It begins with your inner self and in your own family, and then
It does.
your neighbor, then your
Yes,
community.
it
That is where
does.
it begins. And charity begins at home. That's why I started the Five Chicks per Child program in the village where I was born. I was
Yes.
raised, loved, and educated by entire village, and I am a product of that village. I started it there, and now I am doing this in the United States because the United States gave me the freedom to express myself in a place where I couldn't express myself, and
Mm.
therefore when you combine this, you spread it out into the world, and I know you guys are taking it out into the world. If you think that there are some kids in your village, your community that can do something, let us know here, because $20 in certain parts of the world can go a long way
Yes.
to to give purpose to a child, and to help that child to start building generational wealth little by little, so that they too can also hold the hand of another. That is the way purpose driven leadership is being done. This is so
Amen.
important. From
It is.
purpose to power, building the next generation of change makers. True leadership is not measured by how many followers, we said that, but
Mm.
by how many leaders we create. We are not
Yes.
just here one global movement for people to listen to us. We want to build leaders, because when you create leaders, these children, guess what? They are coming back to build you. They are coming back to
Mm-hmm.
build you. It's a good
Yes.
thing that we need to do. So one global movement is creating global tribe of
Mm-hmm.
purpose-driven change makers who are not afraid to lead with heart, to stand for justice, and to build bridges instead of walls. Our mission is
Yes.
not to fight hunger, illiteracy, and poverty. It is to eradicate them
Yes.
totally by planting purpose in every young heart and turning pain into power. Let's turn
Yes.
our pain into power. This movement is not for the faint-hearted. No, it's not.
It's not.
It is
No.
for the faithful. It is for those who still believe that the world can be better, and that they are the ones to do it, not people coming to do it for you, not people exonerating you, not people telling you that you're this and that you can tell yourself because you were born with that, to tell yourself that you're powerful, that you can do this. And like sister said, we can never close without a call to action. Action, action, and more action. So
Yeah.
join the movement of purpose driven leadership here in One Global Movement.
Yeah.
Spread the word, spread the message. So today, to every child dreaming of changing the world, we here in One Global Movement say to you, to every young person daring to break circles, we believe in you. To
Yes.
every woman rising against all odds, we walk with you.
Yes.
We are one voice. We are one family, one purpose driven movement, uniting to defeat hunger, illiteracy, and poverty worldwide. So thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you, sister, for the way that you're always bringing these topics, and the way that you bring life examples,
Yes.
because we are talking about humans. We're not just talking in the air. You bring these things here for a reason. You are
I do.
not too small. We say to every child, to every woman, and to every young person, you are not too late. You are
Nope.
not too poor. You are
No.
purposeful, positioned for a divine assignment. And remember
Amen.
this: purpose
Amen.
is the bridge between what breaks your heart and what
Yes.
heals the world. One
Amen.
global movement is saying this to you. So thank you so much, sister.
Thank you, sister. Thank you. I love this platform. It touches on the real things that are happening for the real changing that the world needs. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
obviously, clearly, what we've been doing so far is not making the impact. So there has to be another way. So as we always say here, let's start where we are. You know, right in your backyard. Let our children and young people see that we are part of it. We're not just leaving it. We're not just leaving it for them, right? The
Yes,
world
yes,
will need to be better, more improved, more equitable. It will take all of us. It won't just take a certain group. Clearly, it's not going to be from the government or church or wherever. It's everybody. Everybody has a part to play, and it takes awareness. And I was laughing because we're talking about the baby, and it's true about babies. Like if you're not smiling, they tend to do this.
yes. That's true.
They tend to I think it's so cute. I know I experienced it with Megan, and I've seen it nowadays. They're in the store and the mom is holding or whatever, and they're going, and I'm thinking, what? But they're trying to make you smile, so they're aware, and that's what
Yes,
purpose-driven leadership starts with: awareness of what's going on. How can we make this better, right? And
yep,
then it branches out to not just for myself with the baby, because babies are selfish and they should be. The world is theirs then, right? But as
yes,
you grow older and you become part of the world, you know that the world is relying on you to do your part. And so you say, how can we change this, not just to myself, my family, my village, but for everybody? If multiplied, whatever we're doing, that's good,
mhm,
right? And as our our CEO says, and I think we've stopped saying it, but purpose driven means do it or die. It doesn't mean it's a fad, it's going to pass. It doesn't
mhm,
mean if somebody doesn't support me, I'm not going to do it. It's
yep,
not looking for promotion. It has nothing to do with self promotion, right?
yep,
It
right.
has everything to do with how can we make this planet, this world, our fellow citizens, how can we be the next wave of change makers, change for
Yes,
good?
yes.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful. I'm really so grateful to God that we are doing this together,
Yes.
and
So am I. So am I.
spread the message, everyone, please. The
Yes.
children of the world are bleeding. When I say bleeding, it's not like blood, but they are bleeding,
Yes.
bleeding from hunger, bleeding from illiteracy, bleeding from poverty, homelessness, exclusion. They are bleeding from discrimination. A lot of things are being thrown at these children. These
Yes.
children, they are growing. Their hormones kick in, and those alone. It's more than enough to make them even not feel comfortable. But let us not add these problems on these children. Let us not
Right.
do that. Let us equip them. We have the tools. We have the tools that they need, because before God gave you these children, He knew that you will be able to raise these children. And that is why
Mhm.
He said we should dominate the world. Go and dominate everything that creeps on the surface of the earth. Means the soil, the land, the trees, the fishes, the birds of the sky, everything. And the next topic, you don't want to miss it on Friday. It's going to be so paramount, that we're talking about this thing. We have everything that it takes. You know, you can begin from somewhere. I used to sell bonbon. They call in French. They call bonbon. It's the soccer
Yeah.
here in the United
Yeah.
States.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
No, because I was taught to fend for myself. Don't wait on somebody. I was taught to say good things, to affirm myself that I am beautiful, that I am
Yep.
smart, that I have
Yep.
greatness within me, that
Yep.
whatever anybody can do, if I put my mind to it, and if that's my purpose, I can do it, and sometimes even better. This is
Yes.
what we need to tell our children. But you
It
can't be
is.
telling a child when you don't tell yourself these things.
Exactly.
This is very,
Exactly.
very purpose
Yeah.
driven leadership. It's right
Yes.
here within us. Let's look for it and let us keep leading, because all of us are leaders. All of
Yes.
us were born leaders. We just need to nurture this in our children so it comes out. Don't tell a child to do something when you yourself you're not doing it.
No.
Because they're not
Don't.
going to do it like you said.
No.
Children, they watch your actions than the preaching that you preach from your mouth. And that is
They do. It's very impactful. Yes.
so. Let's appreciate our wonderful audience.
Go for it, sister. Go for it. And we have quite a few returnees too, so that's good. Go for it.
Hello, sir Abdul Sattar. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for greeting us here and that blessing all the time. Thank you. We appreciate you. And we have our beautiful sister Ginger Di Zanto. How are you? Thank you so
Mhm.
much. Assalamu alaikum. Wow.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
everyone at One Global Movement, building hopes and dreams, praying everyone is doing well today. We are doing well. And thank you, sister, for being here with us today and supporting children. We
Amen.
appreciate you. And then we have our handsome brother, Sunil. Thank you so much, Sunil, as always, for bringing that strong pillar for children here in One Global Movement. We appreciate you. And this is, of course, greetings and welcome everyone to One Global Movement. Thank you for your support and presence. Yes, thank you so much, sis, for always doing that. And please remember when you come here, just immediately put the big thumbs up so you don't forget. Okay,
Mhm.
so
Mhm.
important. And this is our Facebook page link. Please, this is the fastest and easiest way that you can reach people so that they can know what we're doing here in One Global Movement, and hopefully also join. And through doing this, we also get kids that need help. We can know what kind of help to help these children. Please spread the message. We're talking about children, but these things cannot get to children if we don't spread the message. So just go
Right.
and like and follow and make a commitment today, to not financial commitment necessarily, but to share this link in all your social media handles so that we can reach every child in the world. So thank you so much.
Yes.
What is that, Monday? John, really, Yvonne, I am seeing this here for the first. I don't know. Where did you see that, John? I'm
I
sorry.
don't know. It's not here.
Hello, thank you so much, John. I will say hello to everyone and welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with heart. Um, Spirit had purpose-driven leadership inspiring the next wave of change maker. Every day we have to be doing this because children, they're right now, there are newborn babies that have been born today in the hospital. They're waiting for you and I, all of us here. And tomorrow they're going to have more every day. So we have work to do. Nobody can say, I don't have something to do. We have work to do.
We
We have
do.
it.
We
Yes.
do. We do.
And hello, beautiful sister Nancy. How are you? Thank you so much, sis. Better come on this stage on Friday. You're going to miss something great. But if you can't, that's okay. You're also doing great in the audience. Thank you so much. And we have Venya Kuma. Venya Kuma, thank you so much, sir, for being here. If you're new here, you're welcome to this family for children, women, and young people. And please, if you're new, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss on these great things that we are doing here for children in the world. Thank you so much for being here with us. And we have Ifan Ahmed Shaikh. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here today. We appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe and share the videos of One Global Movement with your family and extend our love to all the children around you. And let's go here. We have our beautiful sister, Sanjo Ashmira. How are you, sister? Thank you so much for being on here today. And thank you for supporting the children in your family. We appreciate you. And we have Roazehab. How are you, sir? Thank you, thank you, thank you for always being that strong pillar behind children here in One Global Movement. We appreciate you. And we have this year StreamYard. If you subscribe to StreamYard, then you must have really invested $10 in One Global Movement for our children. So you can take this link and you can subscribe, or you can also share it and also help other people, because some people don't know StreamYard is very, very good, and we've been using it for more than 2 years now. So thank you.
Right. It's it's reliable. Yeah, it is.
Very reliable. And we have our beautiful sister, Hash Later Topo. We miss you. How are you, sister? How are the kids doing? Thank you so much for being here today. We are waiting for you someday to hop on the stage here because you have a lot of great contribution within you. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
anybody who wants to hop on here, please, you are all welcome. And thank you. We love you too so much. Thank you. And purpose driven leadership means service, humility, and ironclad integrity. Too many only speak and not
Not do
do
what they
what
say.
they
Not do
say.
what they say. Yeah.
Yes. And that is so true. The world is like that. They want to see me. Look at me here. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I have this. I have this beautiful car. Look at me here. No, that's not what we want. Do
No.
it. The doing is very, very important. And just
Yes.
do what you say. But first of all,
Mhm.
action speaks louder.
It does.
So, folks, the managing director says, please give this channel a big thumbs up and subscribe and ring that notification bell for notifications. Yes, thank you, John.
Mhm.
And we have our brother uh Jaffa Alisaka Mondal. How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by again today. We appreciate you. And with your poetic reading, face, fuchsia, flower, shave, face.
I
Wow,
know.
that is beautiful. Thank you so much. That is good animation here in One Global Movement. We thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
And we
And
have Shrey Ramez. Chandra, how are you, sir? Thank you so much for joining us here again today. And thank you for loving and supporting children worldwide. And thank you all. Come on, these cameras are calling me.
you know what to do with them, don't you? Yes.
Yes, thank you all for coming and participating in our chat here for One Global Movement. Speak with Heart. Hashtag One Global Movement. Hashtag Speak with Heart. Yes, John. Thank you so much, John. Thank you. And purpose driven leadership is to be a whole model. Be the one to believe in changing the world by leading with integrity, no envy, no showing up, but with purpose by using others' experiences. And you continue, and with love.
With
Yeah,
love. Yes,
with
yes.
love. Thank you so much for saying that, Nancy. And that is so impactful. I highly appreciate that. Thank you. And we have Sir Bismarck Das. How are you, sir? Thank you for stopping by today. We highly appreciate you. Extend our love and regards to all the children in your home and your surrounding. Hello, Sunil. Hello from Ginger. I stepped away to walk the dogs. Hello. Yeah, walk that dog. You got to let the dog
I
walk.
know.
Hello. She's saying hello to everyone here. Thank you so much. We are family. We descended from our CEO on passive, if I should say. But let's see what happens. Thank you. We are learning every day from each other. Don't let our pride take over our hearts. Be a servant. Show our children that they can make a difference by doing good deeds with love.
Always with
I
love.
wish I
Always.
could say our popular legend Bob Marley, but I can't. They sanction
I
me.
know. I'm sure he wouldn't mind, but
And
the
John can
powers
come
that,
and sing. John
yeah,
can sing that too.
yeah. Oh yes, that's right. That's
No,
right.
Bob Marley will never mind. But only people
No,
that
but it's the powers that be, greed
the powers
always.
that be, and they're using that to make their own money.
Yep, of course.
And Ginger says, Namaste to everyone here. Thank you so much, sister. Namaste as well. And we have Goldie Kerr. How are you, Goldie? Thank you so much for joining us here. We appreciate you. And say hello to your family, okay? And okay, everyone. Thank you for coming today to One Global Movement, and come again and bring someone with you. Share the gospel, share the mission, share the message of One Global Movement. You
Yes,
know, we do this,
yes.
post this video so they can watch it as a family. This is how you teach the
Hmm.
children, by sitting there with them, and they know that, oh, mommy and daddy are sitting with us. I love this, and they will be so happy that you're paying that kind of special attention that comes from the
Absolutely.
heart for them.
Yes, yes.
And let's see, families, let's start by pressing the big thumbs up. Subscribe, invite someone, turn on the notification bell, and share with families and friends with love. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you.
Mm, that's
And
it.
that's it, right?
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
that's it. And here is the link again. Please don't forget to share this link. We can do it. Make a commitment to do maybe 100 in maybe in a year's time, or let us get it to every household in the world. Please help us do that for one global movement. Sister, I will let you give the conclusion as usual.
Yes, yes. It won't be a long one because it's just a recap of what it means to be purpose driven, right? It means that you're aware of what's going on. You're not no never mind how overwhelming the world might seem. You can't bury your head in the sand and just leave it for somebody else. All of us are required, hands on deck, as they say, all hands on deck. So we teach that ourselves and we teach that to our young people. It doesn't matter whether they're even our own children. Teachers do it. Religious leaders do it. Everybody must say it's going to take all of us. So it takes awareness, right? To give voice to the voiceless. And then you get the targeted information that you're going to need. You mentioned education doesn't have to be just general education or a piece of paper. Know what you need to be talking about. Some leadership will require some kind of precise education. We know that because otherwise, you're not going to be helping anybody. And then inclusive. It must be inclusive, not just what it can do for me and my group. It must benefit the entire universe, right? And as I said, it's so ingrained in us that it doesn't matter if anybody supports us all the time or not. It's a do it or die, just like the CEO said.
Yes.
We're going to empty ourselves, as you've always said. When we are finished, we're going to know that we gave it our all. That is what
Yes.
purpose-driven leadership is, regardless of all the kudos and the approbations and the validations. Those are all good things, but they should not be the reason we're doing what we're doing.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for that brilliant conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. Until Friday, stay focused, stay empowered, and always believe in endless
Endless
possibilities. We love you
possibilities.
all.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.